or abnormal. And we'll know by the way we feel what we believe. And these days, the concept of normal may be worth celebrating, if it's a feel-good normal, because just as the spring weather is beginning to normalize and get comparatively better and better, the world in so many ways seems to be moving away from what we've considered or thought of as being a feel-good normal. And it seems to be getting crazier and crazier, comparatively speaking. In the Way of Transformation, we read, your world is based on the topsy-turvy perception that conditions must be met before there can be a choice for peace instead of war, for forgiveness instead of judgment, for love instead of fear. With all the contrast that we physically see in this world of duality, with all the fearful manifestations and insane words and actions that are occurring right now, we may wonder how we can maintain our sanity, our balance, our mental clarity, our inner peace, and feel good about life, even when so many things don't seem to be good. We may wonder how we can live with inner peace, how we can live without judgment, how we can choose love over fear, so that we can consciously live the moments of our life while we're here in this world in the joy of true spiritual awareness, true spiritual being, and see creation all around us the way that it's created to be. Which brings us to the title of today's talk. Sounded better in my head. Now, I'm sure we've all had the experience where we thought something sounded funny, sounded amusing in our head, but when we said it out loud, nobody laughed. Ever had that experience? I've had that experience. And so we figured, well, it must have not been funny after all. Or have you ever had a thought that sounded logical in your head, like a valid point in your head, but when you said whatever it was out loud, you ran into opposing points of view and you began to doubt yourself and you became unsure of yourself? A whole lot of things sound better in our head because we do all the parts in our head. We speak for others, we react for them, and we often argue with them in our head, and it feels so real that we actually feel the emotions of it as if we're having that experience outside our head. In fact, sometimes we can let an argument in our head cause us to feel anxious or angry because we believe we know what someone is going to say or think about some idea we have, or some situation that's come up in our life, or some condition that's happening, or something different that we'd like to do, something new we'd like to try. We already think we know what somebody's going to say about that, and so we're nervous and we're uncomfortable and not very confident. Not confident enough, anyway, to speak up for ourselves. So sometimes not even in our head. We've already had the argument in our head, and so we're not even standing up for ourselves in our head. Abraham Hicks tells us the greatest thing you can give yourself is freedom from what others think. That's what we do in our head, or at least we try. When something sounds good in our head, when something in our head causes us to feel good, it's going to be good for us in the world. If we just follow that good feeling, we follow that good idea, we follow that inspiration, no matter what anyone thinks. The well-known Quaker author and educator Parker J. Palmer wrote, "Our deepest calling is to grow into our own authentic selfhood, whether or not it conforms to some image of who we ought to be." Ever wonder what life would be like if everyone agreed with everything you said? Maybe just for a minute, that sounds like a good idea. But without the contrast of different ideas and beliefs that this world of contrast offers us, we wouldn't discover ourselves. Without the opposing views of others on almost every subject, including whether the world is flat. Without all of the differing ideas and opinions and ways of being and lifestyles, we wouldn't know through our own experience, through our own awareness, what making a choice for ourselves means. And if we never made a choice, because everybody was agreeing with us, we wouldn't have a clue as to our spiritual power and potential, and discover who we're created to be individually and uniquely. We wouldn't know that we have the spiritual option every moment to choose to be sane in an insane world. We wouldn't know, and we couldn't feel peace if we didn't know that there is a choice for peace, there is a choice for forgiveness, there is a choice for love. That's why the good news is we get to choose. We get to choose. No one else anywhere. We have this unique and holy gift that we get to choose for ourselves what we will believe. We get to decide what we're going to think and do and say every day about everything. That's how free we are. Our inner power grows in our awareness as we exercise our power to choose for ourselves, to be ourselves. Abraham Hicks tells us it's not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for yourself. So how do we do that? Not very well if we're focused solely on the world. If we keep thinking about and talking about and reacting to the negativity that occurs around us, if we keep doing that, Our living as a spiritual being in this world, our feeling, our freedom to choose, our feeling the power to choose who we will be and how we will be, will seem abnormal. We need to start making our spirituality feel like the way life is. That life is just like that. Abraham Hicks tells us you will never reach the place where you will not need to be diligent about your choice of thought. Because you live in a world that is determined to show you every pocket of despair, you must diligently choose. We can't transform the world we see if we're not willing to take our eyes off the craziness and diligently think differently. When we're focused on problems, as if we're not free to focus on other things, as if that's the only thing there is for us to choose to focus on, we've joined the topsy-turvy perception that conditions outside of us must be met before we can choose who we will be and how we will be. Before we can choose inner peace over warring with appearances of any kind. Before we can choose forgiveness of ourselves and others. And before we can choose love above fear every time. When we join the topsy-turvy thinking of the world, we make a choice to perpetuate the problems rather than living as the solution. Living with spiritual awareness is the solution to every problem. Sacred texts tell us, judge not according to appearances. Because the odds of our living as a spiritual being, living as our spiritual self, aren't so good if we do. We live in an infinite universe that in the beginning came into existence with us in it as the pure positive energy of love that emanated from the source of existence. And the universe, with us still in it, continues to pulsate with and create from that pure positive energy, that fundamental energy of existence. Nothing, not one thing has changed from the original truth of creation. And we are within that original truth of creation. The universe is still good, and we are still good in it. It's our focus on appearances that causes us to believe that the universe, with us in it, has changed. That somehow negativity has gotten the upper hand of positivity, and that the universe is no longer conspiring to bring us our good, no matter what we do. It's our acceptance of a new norm in this world as the reality of our life as we live it that makes it appear as if God isn't all there is. to all that is. The life we see, the life we choose to see, positive or negative, is all in our head. That's where it happens. What we believe is what we perceive. What we believe shapes our reality. It affects our perceptions of the world around us. It filters our view of ourselves and others and how life goes through beliefs that we've developed from past experiences. Prejudice, prejudging, anything. Deciding that we know how it's going to go and why it's going to go that way. Keeps us from experiencing anything pure, having a pure experience, having a spontaneous experience. And it keeps us from fully appreciating anything. Because we get in our own way. Our beliefs get in our way. As we've considered so many times, we see things not as they are, we see things as we are. And the good news is we can choose to see anything differently because it's all in our head. When we put the emphasis of our life and what we think as being our point of attraction, and we leave everyone else, no matter who, out of the equation, we realize that our experience of the world depends on how good it seems to be in our head. If we believe about ourselves and life that it's good, if what we believe about ourselves and life feels good, and it feels good to believe it. It brings peace to believe it. It brings love to believe it. Then what we believe about the world, the good we believe about the world in our head, will change the world we see. Abraham Hicks tells us lifting your vibrations above material existence is the answer to every problem. And the way we lift our vibration is by focusing on thoughts that sound better in our head, better than the situation, better than whatever is going on. By focusing on thoughts that cause us to feel good about life and about ourselves in life and about the possibilities of this world, thoughts that feel so much better in our head. And when we focus on thoughts that feel good in our head, they're going to feel great in our heart. Namaste. Okay. All right. Stay there if you want. Because this is the time of our service when we get to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for paying attention. And we've been live, right?
We're doing good.
We're doing good. So I'm still grateful, feeling thankful that we're still here. We're still going well. There's so much. There's far more good going on in our world. It may not be televised, but we can live it. It's all around us. The keys to happiness are all around us. And we can celebrate that. We can celebrate what's normal for the creation of God. We can celebrate that, and that's what we do here on Sundays. Thank you for coming and celebrating together, because belief is a powerful thing. Faith is a powerful thing. And coming together where two or more are gathered is powerful. It's powerful. We may think we're just sitting here, but we are doing something good in the world right now. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your powerful energy, your true self. And thank you for showing up live stream. We're always happy that you do. Yeah, it feels good. And we are moving. We are moving on. We're feeling the energy of it. And if you'd like to support us financially as we do that, because we know we're going to move from this wonderful place, this wonderful space, this energetic sanctuary, into a place that feels so us. A place that feels so us that it attracts others to us. And thank you for your financial support that keeps us being us while we do this. And if we're excited about the moving forward energy at LEC, I want to hear some applause for that. Thank you. Because I was feeling more excited in my head than it looked like out here. So now I'm feeling much better. But if you'd like to join us and feel a part of things as we move forward and we show you our new place and where we're at and invite you there. Or if you're just grateful this morning, not just grateful and gratitude are powerful. If you're feeling that within you and you'd like to express it by supporting us financially just because you want to say thank you, that's a good thing. That blesses you, and it blesses us too. So if you don't know how to do that, if you just tuned in for the first time or you just stayed for this part of the service for the first time, then our wonderful treasurer is here to tell you how to support us. Oh, Dr. Jamie Phillips.
Okay, that sounded good in my head. Thank you for that talk. Actually, this was a really good talk for me because even this morning, when you were talking about Abraham saying about diligence, because I feel like I'm pretty upbeat, but this morning I had a situation and it just like that. You got to really watch it. And I was pulled out of my street, and all of a sudden there was this car right up against, just like driving really too close. And I thought, oh man, did I cut out in front of him? I just started all this dropping of my energy and thinking all these things, and then I'm going, no, he's just and I started doing this whole thing in my head. And it was amazing, but then I was like, hold it, I don't know anything about that person. All I know is about me I'm driving the speed limit. I'm doing okay. And it felt a lot better, and I was able to raise my vibe. But it's really easy to just have those moments. So being diligent is super important. So I really like that aspect.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, now, all this was pretty good in my head, yeah? All right. Now I'll get to my part of the program. If you'd like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center, you can do so in a number of ways if you're watching this online. You can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. There's a donate button on that page. You can go to our website, lecflint.com. There's a donate button on that page. You can go to PayPal. Our PayPal email address is lec2512@gmail.com. And you can also send us a check. Our P.O. Box is Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And if we are here in the sanctuary, we're going to be taking an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen sing in this very room. And then Reverend Stephanie will be up for a gratitude prayer. Thanks a lot.